Georgia teachers. Hey, I'm so excited to be here on tonight. We always everywhere. We had to get that principal up there in DeKalb County. We had to get that principal straight in DeKalb County. We always out picketing and protesting, trying to protect classroom teachers from these crazy administrators. I got my right hand man on tonight, 8 VP. Amen. Raphael Garcia, 8 VP. I'm excited on tonight because we're going to discuss. Okay, we're not going to be on here alone because I'm sorry that it took us a while to get on here because we had to do a lot of things that we had to get right with the technology. I think we have to get some more data. Whatever we have to do, we're going to make sure that we can get it done so we can come on live on time. But sometimes it's like that. We got one person online. Hey, I don't know who you be, but we are glad that you're on the show tonight. If you are not a member of the Association of Professional Educators, better known as APE or APE, you can join by clicking the QR code on the right side. And you see it up there on your screen there. All you have to do is take your cell phone out and you can join tonight, my friend. You can join tonight and get peace of mind. Because I always say you're never going to find peace of mind until you join APE. We're excited. And we're going to be talking about the Department of Education. The President Trump trying to get rid of that Department of Education. Why is he trying to get rid of it? What you think, Coach?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on there, Mr. Haynes. I'm very excited to be back with Ape once again. I had a small hiatus, but I'm back. So for all our
Right.
members, know that I am back with Ape, and I'm here to stay.
All
But
right, great.
going back to what you started with, the clown in DeKalb County, that
There you
principal
go.
major out there. Uh,
Mm.
how do you think that turned out?
We got a lot of teachers been calling. We had a lady join actually from Clayton County on today because she heard the news and saw the protest that we posted on. I think it's a teachers group. Got over like 40,000 teachers on there,
Oh
and
wow,
she joined on today. And she's excited, and she wanted to be a part of aggressive teacher organization because she realized that you're not protected until you part of an organization that the administrators are afraid of.
that's right. That is
You
right.
know,
I like I always say, you got to have protection to teach in the jungle, and when you teach in the
that's
jungle, you
right.
got to have the best protection. And what
That
better
is.
protection than eight?
Let me. There you go. Let me ask you this, Coach. What do you? I mean, what do you think Donald Trump? What do you think he's up to? Why do you think he want to get rid of the Department of Education? In your term,
Well,
the way what you think about it?
well,
Okay.
I've have different thoughts about this. I think that Trump is he wants to put the Department of Education back to the states, and let
Mhm.
them rule it, let them manage it, let them handle it.
Mhm.
But the problem with that is that means that the state got to provide the funding, and
Mhm.
and
That's
and the
right.
funding is we're talking about a lot of money that some states are not going to be able to honestly have. You're talking
Mhm.
about funding for uh, special ed students, special needs
Mhm.
students. You got regular students with their financial aids and loans and grants and Pell grants and work study. All of that is going to be able to be cut. I mean, because the states don't have the type of money that the federal does. So he's
Mhm.
I don't know why he's doing that, but I believe that's a bad move, and hopefully Congress will not allow it.
Yeah, I mean, every Republican president has always wanted to send the Department of Education back to the states.
Right,
Trump just actually going in and actually doing it. And it's
right.
just I think it's going to be a mess because, especially for special education, because the children are not going to have a lot of
That's
protection,
correct.
right? They're not going to be protection. They got IDA and all this other stuff that protect children from situation that caused them to be not get all the benefits they deserve,
Right.
within the school system, And not only that, a lot of that stuff is funded in special education by federal. So it's going to be a mess. I agree, and I think it's all about the money.
It always
That's what
been
I think
about
it's
the money.
about. I
Yeah,
think they
always
don't
been about the
care
money.
what's going to happen. I think it's all about the money.
Yeah, it's always been about the money. That's
Yeah,
uh,
that's right.
I know we reserve our thoughts on this platform, but about Trump, especially in his administration, because we know what ultimately they really want to do. With the money,
Exactly.
they want to keep the
That's right.
money.
That's right. That's right. It's all about the money. You're right about that.
Exactly. So
It's all
it's
about
all
the
about the
money. I tell
money.
people all the time, it's all about the money.
So
But I always tell teachers this, they're going to be trying. They're going to gut teachers' rights. Okay, and not only is it going to affect the children, but it's
the
also going to affect
teachers,
teachers. They're not going to have due process rights, and they're going to gut that too. And they're going to go after tenure. And so that's why I always say, if you are like GA and Page, they allow administrators to be a part of their organization. We do not. And I tell teachers this all the time. When it comes to your livelihood, you need to be a part of an organization that's going to represent you, the teacher, right?
exactly.
Because the administrators, they know that they can get hundreds and hundreds of members every year. I mean, they can fire the old teachers, and bring in brand new teachers every year.
Exactly, and then they can come in the building and talk to those new teachers and sign those teachers up. So they know that.
That's
So
right.
what do they have to do?
That's right.
They have to take care of administrators.
That's right. That's right.
So when you have it,
And that's what
when
the
you
other
have an
organization
issue,
do.
a teacher has an issue. 90% of the time is going to be with an administrator. So here comes
Exactly.
GAE and Page and them, and they're going to come in. And who do you think they're going to protect? Really protect? They're going to protect what feeds
That's right.
them, and that's the
That's right.
administrators. So that's why
That's
here
right.
at 8 we believe that that's a conflict of interest, and that's why we don't
That's
allow
right.
administrators to come in.
That's right. Because I always say, when we walk into the building, we know who we coming to represent. We ain't got to assume is this principal's a member or
That's
not.
correct.
And for years, I've been getting administrators trying to get me to allow them to be a part of our organization. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that. We represent only
And
teachers
teachers only.
and teachers only. And so I think, yeah, they're trying to destroy the Department of Education, no doubt about it. And it's all about the money. But at the end of the day, teachers are going to have to be a part of an organization that's going to protect their rights.
And that's going to fight.
Okay.
And that's going to fight.
And going to fight. And we are the only organization that actually fight for teachers' rights, aggressively fight.
That's
right?
correct.
I've been locked up plenty of times, and you know that, right?
That's correct.
Fighting for classroom
That is
teachers.
correct.
So we're not afraid to go to jail. We've been in
That's
there
right.
plenty of times.
Because I was the one that bailed you out.
And it's not all been from drinking and driving.
And I was there to bail you out, so I know.
That's it. You've been down there to help me get out. Right? So you're absolutely right. So we're going to take a break now. If you're a teacher, okay, and you're not a member of the most aggressive teachers organization of the South, this is the time you can join right now, especially when you don't know what's going to happen with education. Okay, you don't know what's going to happen with your job. You might be terminated tomorrow. I mean, it's so many things that goes on in education. I'm telling you, we've been doing this for over 20 years. Okay, so if you're not protected by an aggressive teachers organization like 8, you might want to get started today, right now. As my grandson used to say, rat now, not right
now,
because it's urgent right now. So you can join right now if you want to. And like my granddaddy said, where you be, I be waiting on you when you join. Okay,
so
to give you the aggressive protection that you deserve. But we got to pay our own bills. Okay, so we're going to go to a break for a minute, and we're gonna come right back. All right.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Georgia teachers, stop wasting your time and money on weak teachers organizations. Join APE, the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. APE stops bad drive-by evaluations of teachers, Don't teach in the jungle without Ape.
All right. So let me ask you this, Coach. And the reason why, if you hear our VP, Mr. Garcia, calling me coach, and I'm calling him coach because we used to be coaches in school systems. We know what teachers are going through because we've been in the field. We taught school. We both taught school, and he coached football, played football, and I coached boys basketball. So if you hear us calling each other coach, now you understand, right? It's a habit, right? It's a habit. So teachers, if you have any questions at this time, I always like to open up for teachers to have any question, and you're not for sure that you're going to be affected by what's going on at the federal level. Okay, this is an opportunity right now. You can ask us any questions. I can see the chat, and any question that you would like to ask me and the VP, will be glad to answer at this time. And as soon as I see that the chat come up, we're going to stop and we're going to answer your question, okay? But we're going to keep on going on about the most powerful and the most aggressive teachers organization, and that is APE. Now, we went out and protest, okay, not only against that crazy clown of administrator, but the superintendent, okay, Horton.
We got him too.
And we had on the sign, Horton must go, as we also had on the sign, Principal Major must go, because anytime administrators harass teachers, okay, APE's going to be on the scene every time. We always find out the crazy administrator that is harassing teachers, and we do not allow. Now, for our members, now, if you remember GAE page AFT, you need to go ahead and drop them, okay, and join APE tonight, okay, because we protect our members. Now, I know you have heard the good news, okay, that APE is the most aggressive teachers organization of the South, and it's not even Mace anymore, okay, it's APE, APE. You know, I know some of you get a little nervous when we use the word APE. And why do you have to come up with the word APE? Well, it's APE. Or you can call it APE, call it what you want to call it, but you better, and I know good English, right? You better join an organization that the administrators
are afraid of.
All
That's
right,
correct. You don't want to join an administration that organization that the administrators are not afraid of, because they're buddies with them and they're friends.
That's right.
And they go to dinner.
That's right.
With them.
That's right. That's it.
You don't want to be a part of that, because they're not going to fight for you. You want somebody who they are afraid of, an organization that they are afraid of, and that's APE.
That's it. And I tell you now, what do you think? Let me ask you this: what do you think about the governor of Georgia?
Well,
Brian
Kemp, old Kemp,
right.
old Kemp, good old boy Kemp. Well, I mean, he don't like Trump.
Yeah, he done a lot for teachers in Georgia.
He's gone against a lot of Trump's, decisions and opinions.
Right.
And Trump don't like him, so I don't know, Coach. I can't read him very well.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because he want to keep those MAGA voters, because he want to run for president. I think he's gonna try to run for the Senate, actually.
Coach, but wait, let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you. What if we have some MAGA voters? Can they still sign up for APE?
Man, let me tell you something. I don't care you're a MAGA, AGA, a SAGA. Let me tell you something. If you want real protection, okay? See, we don't discriminate at APE. We hate everybody equally. We do not discriminate, okay? So we fight for teacher rights. I don't care if you're a black administrator or you're a white administrator. If you are messing with one of our members, see, we are called APE Mafia. And one of our members, a classroom teacher, named us it gave us this name, 8 Mafia. Okay, and for good reasons. And so if you want to be a part of our family, it's the 8 Mafia family, then what you need to do is click the link above on the right-hand side or in the description. When we get off, it's going to be in the description.
That QR, yeah, that's right.
Or you can click that link on the right-hand side that said join 8 now. It could be on your left-hand side. I don't know.
It's on the upper right.
You can
upper right.
Join right now, upper right now, okay? Because we don't care what color you are, because we realize that MAGA supporters need support, need aggressive representation too. Okay?
That's correct.
You got some black administrators they'll go after you and they find out you're a MAGA. you might want to join the most aggressive teacher organization of the South. Hey, okay, so they don't care anything about that MAGA. Okay.
Again, we don't care. We don't care about your political views.
That's
we
right.
just care about protecting your career. We care about protecting your career.
That's it. And we do a good job doing it.
Now, can you tell me about that picket you guys did recently? With
we had
Horton over there in the cab.
Yeah, that's the one with the crazy principal harassing some of our members. I found out just the other day that
what came out of that?
A lot of teachers, office pumped up, and I'm telling them, I say, look, you need to be a part of the most aggressive teachers organization. We don't need you calling, we need you joining. Okay, we need, because it's strength in numbers, right?
That's correct.
So I tell them all the time. So look, you need to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization. And people say, "Why y'all just talking about 8?" Because that's why we're here. We're gonna have a lot of teachers coming on. It's gonna be talking about. We're gonna have people on here. That's gonna tell you. That's gonna tell you about their story before they join 8. Okay. If I'm talking too fast, and coach, just tell me to slow down, because my brother called me a black Japanese. He said I talk so fast.
No, coach, you're doing just fine, coach.
Or teachers,
okay. You're doing just fine, coach. You're doing just fine.
Okay. So let me get back to what happened. The DeKalb County protest that we had. That we went out and protest against the principal Major.
Yeah, what came out of that?
Okay, this lady. Tell me, say it again.
What came out of that? Yeah, you were saying what came out of that?
Yeah, I mean, she was trying to terminate this teacher, and she was a member. Okay, she wasn't an 8. Let me tell y'all something. Most of these teachers that come and join 8 or APE or whatever you want to call us, 8 Mafia,
they come from somewhere else.
Most of these teachers come and join us because they heard the good news. How we truly protect classroom teachers. And so these people that's coming, that's been beat up and lame, they're a member of GAE page or AFT, and sometimes MACE now. Okay. And so they're not members of 8. They coming in all beat up and they want protection. So anyway, this teacher came in, and this crazy administrator over there at Andrews High School in DeKalb County. And this crazy lady had been harassing a bunch of teachers, but this particular teacher came in and she joined. And guess what? She is so happy. She don't have all the stress that on today, she called me and she told me that the principal sent her a list of schools to give her a choice where did she want to go, because she wanted to transfer, but they were trying to block her.
Oh, wow. Now, see, that's real protection there.
That's real protection, man. And not only that, we sent a letter to the state, and the state is doing an investigation as we speak. See, we don't play. We just don't play. We just truly believe in fighting for the rights of classroom teachers.
That's correct. That's correct.
So what do you think of? Let me ask you this, Coach. What do you think about why teachers are treated the way they are treated by these administrators?
Well, from my experience, and from what I've seen, um, there are many reasons, but most of the time, the administrators are either incompetent and they are threatened. They feel threatened by the teachers professionally, so
Hmm.
they start messing with them. And how do you mess
Hmm.
with a teacher that you don't want? You start giving drive-by evaluations.
That's it.
You start creating a file with PDP and different things that the teachers are doing. They're not supposedly not doing, and that's how they get them out of there. But that's the reason they're threatened by them. Um, they don't like them for whatever reason. They don't want to be either part of their group, their clique. Uh, that teacher is probably a tenured teacher that's been there for years, and they don't want to fall in suit, and they want to get them out of there.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. 100%. And they don't even care that they have houses they got to pay for, the car notes, and they don't care
They
anything
don't
about
care
their
about that.
family.
They don't care, and
And
then
most of the time,
they don't care about that, and that's why. And part of my French, we kick their ass.
that's it because
And that's why we do it. And that's why we do it.
that's it. That's it. We feel like we're doing God's will because the things they do to classroom teachers. I had this lady, she called me and her hair was coming out, coach.
Hmm.
Her hair was coming out of here. She had to go to the doctor, and I mean, you wouldn't
Wow.
believe the stories me and coach have had about how, I mean, what teachers go through on a daily basis.
That's
This
correct.
thing is real, you know,
I
and
tell
it's
you,
evil.
I tell you what. If you let me, coach, I would like to give my testimony. Uh,
Yeah,
tell
definitely,
tell our
definitely.
teachers out there, our audience, how I met you.
Great.
I was a teacher that came over from Florida. I taught in Florida for about 10 years. Then I came to Georgia. I got a teaching job and coaching job at Tri Cities High Schools,
Mhm.
and we had a principal, old Horton. Remember old Horton?
Yeah, I mean, old Horton.
We had a principal Horton that wanted to rule, much like this major lady in the cab.
Hmm.
Wanted to have his own people. Wanted to be a dictator. So a
Hmm.
lot of teachers were afraid. They were timid. They did not want to rock the boat, as we say. And here I am, a seasoned veteran teacher, stood up to him and didn't want to take his mess.
Hmm.
So he started messing with me. He would
Hmm.
come to my classroom every day to evaluate me,
That's right.
supposedly.
Hmm.
So one of my coworkers said, "Hey, you need to call this place here, Mr. Haynes, uh, and he's with his organization, and they don't play." So coming from Florida,
Hmm.
I didn't know anything about unions or anything like that, or organizations that represents teachers. So I call, and within the I believe it was at the end of the that day, Mr. Haynes came to that school and
Hmm.
spoke to Horton and I never heard from him again. From that day, I know Mr. Norreese Haynes. That's how we met.
Right. I almost forgot about that, Maury. You scared old Horton.
That's right.
Yeah, Horton's our friend, right?
Now Horton's my friend.
He's your friend. That's right. You know, you know, I tell teachers all the time, when you do not eat doo-doo, you know, it goes down fast in a capsule form. My mentor used to tell me that all the time. He said, Norreese, it go down fast. You throw it in your mouth in a capsule form, you swallow it real fast, right?
What?
But when you don't like to eat doo-doo and you're a strong teacher and you look them eyeball to eyeball, eye to eye, they don't like that.
They don't. They
You're
sure
on a
don't.
plantation in school system, right?
That's right.
They're on the plantation. They want you to kiss butt because they had to kiss butt to get to their positions.
That's correct.
And they expect that classroom teacher to kiss their butt too.
To do the same.
But I always tell them we like Nat Turner. We burn them plantations straight to the ground.
Burn it down?
Straight to the ground. And leave one person to tell the story.
Tell it, Ray.
That's right.
Tell it, Ray.
One person to tell the story. That's it, Ray.
Tell it, Ray.
Tell them about the gun line, Ray.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Yeah. You know, so we are, when I tell teachers this, you know, we just not, see, let me tell you, teachers, when we tell you that we are the most aggressive teachers organization of the South, you know,
we're not lying.
All you have to do is just Google us, okay? You don't have to take our words for it. I mean, like I said before earlier, that we are called 8 Mafia by classroom teachers. Okay, we didn't name ourselves 8 Mafia. Okay, so just Google is put in 8, and you'll see how aggressive we are, and you might see a couple of my mug shots. Okay, that's okay though, because the way, just like I got locked up on many times, I get locked up for you too, because we truly believe in fighting for the rights of teachers. We take this thing to heart. All right. Once again, we got to pay some bills. Now we pay our own bills over here at 8. Okay, that's a good thing. We own this podcast, and so we get to advertise what we want. Now, if you would like to advertise on our podcast show, you are welcome to do that. Okay, but you need to be a member 8 first. I'm just kidding. You don't have to be a member 8. You don't have to be a member 8 to advertise. But if you would like to advertise on our show, you know, you're welcome to do so. Okay, all you have to do is call our office at 770-347-8797. That's 770-347-8797, and our office manager will help you get you started and on our platform. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, I thought I'd shoot a video before I leave the office today. If you are a teacher and you are tired of being treated like tall children, you need to join the most aggressive teachers organization of the South, and that is 8. Now, you can see that 8 back there. Association of Professional Educators, better known as 8. If you are tired, or I tell you like this, every day I have teachers coming into my office and they always telling me about how these administrators, these are bad administrators, because I know we have some good administrators, but I'm talking about the bad administrators today. And they always come into my office telling me about how these bad administrators are talking down to them, writing them up, giving them what 8 call a bad drive-by evaluation. Now, if you're a teacher and you are tired of that, okay, and you want aggressive representation, unlike GAE and Page, 8 represent only teachers, not administrators. So when we walk into the to the school, we know we coming to represent you, the classroom teacher. Now, if you are tired of that and you're looking for aggressive representation, join APE today. You'll be glad you did, my friend. You'll get peace of mind. You're never going to get peace of mind until you join APE. So I'm telling you once again, if you are tired of being treated by these crazy administrators, writing you up just because you look better and you drive a better car, most of the time it's always something personal. If you're tired of that, join APE today. Somewhere around this video, under this video, above this video, you can click the link and get peace of mind today, and you'll be glad you did. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. Take care. Excited because
Like the video,
first of all,
Coach.
we're excited because we are spreading the good news. We are so excited we're spreading good news. Coach, you like to have anything else to say?
Well, I was just saying the way you was talking. I like the video. I like the video that you did.
Thank you, Marie.
But like I tell all my friends that are also educators, if you want to be protected, if you want to feel at ease, if you want to come and to your work site and work and teach at peace, you have to be with an organization that protects you, that protects your rights, that's going to fight for you no matter what. And I give them my own story,
That's great.
and that is you got to be with an organization that is aggressive, somebody who they are afraid of. You know,
That's right.
it's just like a bully, just like a bully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some students are afraid of bullies.
Right.
They're afraid of them.
Mhm.
That's who you
That's
want to
right.
be with, somebody who they are afraid of,
That's right. That's
and
right.
that's
You're
ape.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's why I tell teachers all the time that you got to understand the reason why we come on here because we're spreading the good news. We're trying to spread the news because we know there's a lot of teachers out there that's going through a lot of stress. Okay, now we don't know when you maybe listen to this video. You may listen to it tomorrow, the next day or next week, next month. That's one thing good about a podcast show. It's always out there. Okay. We want you to subscribe, okay? To subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so you every time we go live, you know that we are live. We have people have been coming in and out, and we thank you. We ask that you spread the word about the Association of Professional Educators, better known as APE or APE. We excited about what we do every day. Okay. Now on next week, we're going to be protesting. Sometimes we may go live from the protest so you can see what we do every day. Okay. And we also are working on the show. It's a show that I always wanted to do, Coach. And I wanted to do it when I was at the other organization. Okay. And people can see how we rushing all the time trying to get to a protest, and people can see how we are laughing and fussing and everything. They get it's like a show. They can come on APE TV and watch this show, and they can
That's
see,
right.
get the feel of how we were rushing, how we were fighting for classroom teachers, and how we had to get up there and hustle. All that. You know how it is when we're trying to get to a
Right.
protest.
That's right.
So I'm hoping, that we can get that launch next year, hopefully. Hey, we have had a great time talking to you tonight. Look, we're going to have hopefully on next Wednesday. Sometimes we might just pop on. That's why we want you to subscribe.
Stay
Hit the bell
tuned.
because we may show up at any time, right? And you'll know instant
Right.
when we go live, because we want to always constantly be on here spreading the good news, so you can tell somebody about an organization that's truly for classroom teachers. Okay, so we're excited about it. But Coach, do you like to have anything to say before we leave?
Yeah. So next week's podcast, we're working on having some teachers come on and join the conversation with us about spreading the word about APE and
Great.
how education is going and how teachers are getting abused and mistreated. So that's what we're looking to have on next week,
And they can tell their story too,
and
how
they
they
can tell
found
the
out about
story.
APE. These are real teachers in real time. You get to, I mean, these not people that we coach. These not actors. These are real teachers that was getting beat up, and they was part of these organizations, and they'll tell you their own story. And we're gonna allow them to just come on and just tell their story. How about that, Coach? Just let them tell their
Yeah,
story. Let them
exactly.
tell their story.
So tune in next week, and we'll be having, hopefully we're having some educators, uh, active educators, because we are educators as well.
That's
We
right.
were.
Hey, thank you. We're gonna see you on next Wednesday, or we might see you on tomorrow night. Hey, you never know when we probably might see you on a Saturday. We don't know. You know, when we have something urgent that we need to get out, something going in, any changes that's going on in education, we're going to be talking about that on the next podcast, so you'll know how to protect yourself. Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, we thank you for joining us on this podcast. I want to thank my co-host, our 8 VP, Mr. Rafael Garcia. And I'm sorry that we weren't able to get some of our other staff members on tonight, but we're going to see you on next Wednesday. And hopefully you get a chance to meet our attorney. Okay, we got a lot of things
That's
going
right.
on here at the Association of Professional Educators. Take care, and may God continue to bless you.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?